Welcome to Venusian Soul Tarot. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading, and it's going to be gossip about you in the spirit realm. So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which card has a message for you. We have pile number 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi, group 1. So for this group, what I'm hearing with Earth Healing, the gossip about you is that you are an Earth Angel and you are helping to affect the vibration, the expansion of consciousness on the planet. I'm hearing you are doing what you came here to do, but the gossip about you involves you transitioning from one phase or cycle of your life into something new. And for this group, I feel as though with 3 of Wands and 4 of Swords, I feel like there's been this period of potentially introspection and healing. For some of you, it's heart healing. I'm feeling a lot of expansion around the heart chakra. And this is in preparation for you to fully step into your mission with the Hierophant. I feel for this group, you're definitely light workers, earth angels. You're here to create and shift the energies on the planet. Some of you as well, like you're really powerful when it comes to just anchoring in frequencies. Like I feel like there's something about you being on the planet at this point in time that's having a huge effect. But for others of you with the Hierophant, I see you stepping into either more of a leadership position or being more visible with the work you're doing. Like it could be receiving, for example, more clients. There's some sort of the gossip about you involves you leveling up in some way spiritually and energetically. It's like for some of you, this healing may have had to do with karmic patterns or cycles or relationships. And you've come out of that phase of really needing to heal and clear and transmute energies. And now you're in this vibration of being ready to perhaps share that wisdom, or because I'm hearing there's something you do that's going to benefit the earth directly. Now, this could be in all areas. Some of you could be working, like, for example, with the environment, with animals. Others of you, I feel like it's more of a spiritual mission, or you're teaching people how to heal. This group, you've got really strong shamanic energy as well. You may have incarnations as a shaman. Yeah, it's like you're about to hit your stride is what I'm hearing. But right now it's like, don't lose the faith, because there could be this energy of, I heard delays, but I'm hearing it's not a delay. Your logical mind or your human self may see it as a delay, but it wasn't really, it was preparation. But I'm hearing to become the Hierophant, you need to go through a lot of learning, a lot of expansion, a lot of growth to be able to get there. Yeah, with the Knight of Coins, I'm hearing a long time coming. So there could have been a dream as well, or something, even a project or a business that you are working on or have been working on, but it felt like it wasn't gaining traction. So the gossip about you is you're heading into a time where you're going to receive your manifestations or see the full effect of your energy in the world. Because I'm seeing someone who's, put in all the hard work, but not hard work, but, they've aligned themselves behind the scenes, right? Like I'm seeing someone doing meditation, yoga. You could be working on, for example, a spiritual business, a book, a project. There's something here going on, but it hasn't fully tipped over into the physical. And it's like your cup is now going to overflow into the physical world. And it's going to be really clear what you were doing. They're almost showing me like someone mastering their mind and the mental space, and then being able to see the effects of their new belief systems, their thoughts, their energies in the physical world. If it's felt like, I'm hearing a desert, right? If it's felt like, I'm getting like someone doing, what is it, like 40 days in the desert, or it's like someone who's almost done like a vigil, right? With spiritual practice, like meditating, really having to do that spiritual work, accruing all those hours of spiritual work and healing and self-development. And now it's like flourishing, right? Because I keep being drawn to the greenery. It's like all the plants are coming, the seeds you've planted are now flourishing. You have such a healing effect. The gossip about you as well is you have no idea how healing you really are. For some of you, to family, to children, to friends, just in general. You may find as well, some of you are born to kind of work with, I'm hearing youth, with animals, because I'm getting like your energy being really sensitive, and it's ideal for kind of people who are vulnerable in some capacity. But I feel like you may not realize just how healing you are or how much work you've already done. And part of that, though, I'm feeling is because you're not or you have not yet seen the effects of that in the physical world. Like it hasn't been reflected back to you, but it's about to. I feel like you're reaching a time where it's going to be like, oh, like all those lessons, all that learning. Some of you as well have really expanded your knowledge base, whether this was doing courses or reading books. Like there's something that you have, they're showing me like a database. You have the data now to move into this position. For some of you, I do feel it's like, it's leveling up, right? The gossip about you is you're leveling up into a leadership position, greater visibility, where the gifts, it's like people may look at your life and it may feel as though it's done a bit of a shift in the sense of you may notice a lot of expansion in your career very rapidly, your finances, that's what I'm seeing. But again, it's like you've been ascending behind the scenes, but people may not have been able or privy to your process or your journey, so they may not have fully realized this was going on. Because the first oracle card you have is Beyond Cycles. Find and embrace yourself, new direction, releasing old patterns. You've shed so much skin. So the gossip about you is you have completely transformed, and it's time for you to see that transformation in your life. It's time for you to be recognized. With that dragon energy, I'm also getting energy around the throat chakra, especially with this blue color. There's a sense some of you are really being called. It's like spirit is thrusting you on stage in some way, or it doesn't have to be a literal stage. It could be a social media platform, but it's like there's something about you being more visible or your work being seen. And look, you have earth and air, stabilization, physical integration, mental clearing. And we have the sword energy here with Four of Swords. And I kept mentioning, didn't I, that you're about to see like the work you've done mentally, the shift in your beliefs, even in your self-perception. You're about to see that in the physical world. So for some of you, you've had to heal from a lot of, I just heard mental anguish, but I'm hearing like negative thought patterns, belief systems. There could have been some fears or barriers and blocks you had around really putting yourself out there or stepping out in some way. And I feel like you have, or you are currently in the process of healing, clearing, and working through that energy. And that's having a ripple effect in your realm. But for some of you, if you already identify as being and living your purpose, it's like someone going from having, and again, any effect you have in the world is beautiful and valuable, but it's like you may go from like working with a community and now you're international or you're worldwide. There's something around the scope of your work is expanding because of the expansion in your energy field. And the gossip about you as well is you are shining so bright. But I get for some of you, you may not, because people, may not always express that, or they may, it's an energy, it's felt, it's not seen. Like you may not be recognizing just how bright you shine. You have the diamond ray, diamond light body, high frequency activations, planetary grid work. Yeah, you definitely anchor in certain frequencies and light. Some of you as well, the gossip about you is that you could be traveling or relocating. There could be some movement. You may be called to go to certain locations to anchor in particular frequencies. But the other gossip about you is you have raised your vibration to insane levels, like in a good way, right? Like there's just a sense of, I'm being shown someone and spirit is saying you have grown so much, but it's like your world hasn't reflected it yet is what I'm hearing. But if you've had any doubt about that, spirit is confirming, no, you are growing, you are in alignment, you have done a great job. It's just a matter of time, right? Where before this is going to spill over and have an effect. But again, it's something about your light being witnessed internationally, which makes me think, and that won't resonate for all of you, but some of you may really be called to have social media platforms or write a book. And it's like from that, like people are able to access your energy, access your wisdom. This group, you have almost a scholarly energy, like a sage, hermit energy. Some of you may be well educated or just very knowledgeable, especially around like spirituality. Some of you have a green thumb as well. Like I'm getting that energy of being gifted when it comes to nature. Yeah, star elders, signs, symbols, divine blueprints, Amente. It's like you're being aligned with your highest potential, right? But this has been, I keep hearing this has been a process, and it could have been a long one. Like it could have taken some time to get here. With the moon and the trust, I'm getting, and you can see the moon depiction here. This group, the gossip about you is you're highly intuitive and psychic, and you may be becoming more so. But with trust and the moon, I'm getting like dark night of the soul, only being able to see so far ahead, following the light of the moon, following your inner compass as well. Like you could have faced some of these mental limitations or barriers and blocks could have been coming from people outside of you that weren't privy to your divine plan. And they could have been individuals who themselves weren't particularly spiritual or awakened. So they may not have understood what you were trying to do. But I feel like your faith is about to be rewarded. And again, I'm getting like a depiction of, I keep seeing a desert because I'm seeing like, like the plants aren't flourishing. It's like you go on this vigil or you do that. And I'm not saying, obviously this is metaphorically speaking, and that's the phase you've been in, where it's a lot of like spiritual practice, accumulating knowledge, self-awareness, healing. And now you're coming into a phase where you can really utilize that. You also have thriving. It's everything is about to flourish is what I keep hearing. But it's like some people may not understand how you're doing this or how this is happening, because it's like, it may seem like night and day, the difference. But again, it's like, I feel like you had to go through many cycles of self-development to, number one, anchor in the light. I think people forget oftentimes the experience of darkness or struggle or challenges strengthens that light, right? Like in this realm, we need duality to try and really anchor in those frequencies. So for some of you, you've done a lot of shadow work. I'm hearing dark night of the soul, ego death. There's been a lot that's gone on spiritually to prepare you for this. And it's like now you're that diamond. Spirit may be right now trying to show you a higher vantage point of why things happen the way they did. Because at certain point, you could have felt like, why do I always attract this? Like, because I'm seeing this beautiful earth angel with the purest heart, but then you keep attracting in like karmic situations, challenges. It's like, why does this keep happening? And Spirit's trying to show you like it was designed to help grow you. There's a real purity and innocence to your light. And I feel like that's what moves people so much. But it's like, because your heart is so big. You have such a big heart, such a pure heart, that you were able to hold that frequency of love regardless of what was happening. Yeah, and we have halls of learning, and you have Amente here. Spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. You've mastered great lessons. This life, you've overcome so many karmic cycles and patterns from other incarnations. But with the Knight of Coins, it may have been a slow process, or it could have felt quite arduous. But it's like now you have this library in your consciousness, right? There's a sense that you've expanded to such a level that for some of you, you no longer require external guidance from, leaders or guides. It's like the student becomes a teacher, right? And there's some of you are destined to be teachers or speakers in some capacity. Like you're going to share your voice, share your knowing, share your wisdom. And it's like that energy is going to really help support others. I just heard nourish others, like soul food, right? Like, for some of you as well, you may be frustrated at times in this world with things, even amongst the spiritual arena, like people that are more ego-based, right? Where the teachings are more surface level. Like I feel for this group, you're really like sages, right? Really deep wisdom. And I see you kind of expressing things in a way where you're taking really profound truths, wisdom, and you've learnt this through not only this incarnation, but other incarnations. And you're expressing it in a way where it's accessible to more people. You also have Holy Grail. Inner discovery, finding sacredness, you are what you seek. Yeah, so in order for this cup to overflow, remember I used that analogy before about your inner cup is now flowing into the physical. In order for you to be able to enter this phase or this energy, it's like you had to discover your own divinity, right? You had to discover, I am source, I am God, and only that is real. And it's like breaking out of, and what you could have been clearing with the mind, I just heard breaking out of the matrix, is you could have been clearing limiting perceptions about who you are as a physical being versus as a soul, as consciousness itself. And this is like high level awakening. And because you've anchored in this energy now, you can serve to awaken others with your light. And you may do that through speaking, because I'm hearing even if you're writing, speaking, traveling, it's that energy is still going to be infused through whatever you're doing, and it's going to have a ripple effect across the planet or in whatever way you move through the world. Okay, so that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 2. So the gossip about you in the spirit realm is you are in the process of meeting soul family, or you're about to meet soul family. For those of you who are seeking, a connection, a romantic connection, this could also be like a love connection here, because I'm getting like star-crossed lovers or star-crossed connections, right? Fated connections. For others of you as well, I feel like your life purpose involves collaboration. So for some of you, for example, you may work with your partner, or you may build something, or you may have like, for example, a business partner who is a soulmate or is soul family to some capacity, because I see you definitely working with someone or multiple people. And it's definitely you utilizing as well, like your talents, your gifts, your abilities, coming into your full creative and expressive potential with the Sun and the Page of Wands. The gossip about you as well is you're about to receive a really great idea or download from Spirit that you have free will, but I do see you implementing it in the physical. And it could be this project or business that you are working with your soulmate or soul family to build. This group you would have known as a child, like you had a really clear path. Like you may have known as a child, no, I'm here to do this. Like I don't know, I feel for this group, you may never have fully been asleep. But it may have been frustrating at times with the Sun and the Hangman. It could have felt like there were delays, or you had challenges embodying your purpose, in the sense of you may have had certain talents and abilities, but it could have been like, okay, how do I make money from this? Or what am I doing next to help bring and usher this into the physical world? And it's like, now I feel like you're really hitting your stride when it comes to grounding these energies. Essentially, I feel like this is a new beginning with something, a new project, a new business. I'm seeing someone laying they receive this download, this idea with the Hangman, maybe in meditation, in solitude. And then it's like you're constructing the foundation. You're building the foundation. But there's people, if you have not yet met like a soulmate or soul family, there's people that are coming into your life to help support you in this. And they could literally be working with you, right? Like they could invest in it, or they could be a business partner. Even if we're talking in terms of connection, they may just be like a cheerleader. Like I feel like in the past, perhaps you had certain abilities and gifts and vision. For this group, you're definitely visionaries. Some of you are definitely clairvoyant as well. You receive a lot of downloads from Spirit. For you, meditation is essential, because I feel like all your abundance could come from ideas or energies you pick up on during meditation. But perhaps you didn't have support. Right? And I believe we can do things alone to a degree, but it helps, right? When we have people encouraging us. And for some of you in childhood, you may not have been supported in your spiritual / creative gifts, right? Like you could have been the black sheep of the family. I do feel for this group, your birth family may not really feel like family to you in the sense, and that won't resonate for all of you, but I'm hearing your family in this life, they may not be biologically related to you, right? Like it's like soul family. This group, I really feel like you're star seeds as well, and you have a really strong connection to ancient Egypt. Eagles are significant for you as a sign and an omen. But again, when I think of an eagle, I think of a big vision, right? A higher perspective. There's some sort of download you're getting in regards to what you're building next. So the gossip in the spirit realm is that the spirit realm are helping you to anchor in a very big vision is what I'm hearing, right? Like, this can be a business, a project. When I say big, I feel like it's powerful in the sense it can have a huge effect. It may generate a lot of abundance, but it's like you need to make sure that foundation is nice and solid. I'm hearing trust. If it feels intuitively right, trust the people coming into your life with the Knight of Cups. Like I'm hearing when they're soul family and when it's fated, like you'll know. There won't be like push and pull, hot, cold. Like the energy will feel very clear to you. And I'm hearing trust your gut, trust your intuition. For this group, you could actually struggle with at times self-doubt. And this is why it's really, and again, I don't know if gaslit is the right word. It may not be to that extreme, but like not misunderstood, definitely. Like where there's a sense that growing up or just people have not always understood your visions, and perhaps you're around people that were less expansive than you, so they couldn't quite understand what these visions meant. Or yeah, and I keep seeing the symbology here. We have the tree, right, with the solid roots, and look here, the tree of life. So there's something about setting your foundations. It's like you may be setting yourself up as well. Like when they say it's a really big vision, it could expand into some sort of legacy, right? Like you may start with a project, or the business may start small and then it just expands, and there's all these different streams of income. There's you have support. Like you may bring people into your business, or they may be supporting you with some of the obligations that you have. I'm just seeing it kind of having this massive expansion and ripple effect. The gossip about you as well may be that this project or idea you have is going to blow up, right? It's going to be far more abundant and successful than what you currently are perceiving. But I just keep hearing you're going to be loved and supported through that process. And it is fated, right? With the Ace of Pentacles and Page of Wands, I'm hearing this idea or this venture is like a gift from God, or a gift from spirit, where they want something in the physical, and it's like you're the vessel, you're the being that's going to channel it. Okay, we have circles of life, clear energies, channel. It's funny, I just said channel. Yeah, so I feel as though, again, meditation, notice your dreams as well. Like for this group, you should probably carry a journal or a notepad everywhere, or even on your phone, like just to jot down some of the ideas you have, because I feel for this group, you have no shortage of great ideas, but I do think there's one particular idea or business that's going to really stand out to you, and it's going to feel right, as though like, okay, this is what I need to be working on, or this is what I've been waiting for. For some of you, you have talents and gifts that you've been aware of since childhood, but the barrier or the block here with the Sun and the Hangman could have been feeling like you didn't have that idea, right? And no idea is ever perfect, but some definitely feel more aligned than others. And I feel like you're reaching this point where you're like, okay, this is what I need to do, or this is what feels aligned to me. There's going to be a sense as well of destiny when all of this is taking place and you're building this. And some of you may be at different points in this process, but it's like, it's going to just feel like, I don't know, like, Midas touch, right? Like everything to do with this business or this project is lucky. And again, I'm not saying there won't ever be any resistance or an obstacle, but you're gonna flow, right? You're gonna be in that flow state. You have inner child attunement. Go within, listen, loving, parenting. Yeah. And look at the activation here on the third eye. So yeah, you may have struggled again with self-doubt, and that obviously can be generated by our self-talk, right? But I feel like you absorb this self-talk probably from a parental figure, right? Like parental or authority figure in your younger years. So you may have been kind of discouraged from expressing your creativity or sharing your truth, or even taking risks. Like for this group, some of you may have had like quite colorful lives where, because I'm getting, some of you may be literally nomadic, or you have a level of freedom, right? Like I'm not getting someone that's conventional. You think outside the box, you're a free thinker, free spirit. And it's like your path may have looked very, I want to use the word messy, like divine artists, right? Where they're like coloring outside the lines. They're just, they're creating, they're having a great time. But if someone's more linear or logical and they're watching it, it may just be like, what is that person doing? They may not understand. That's what I'm getting for you. It's like there's something about you, or even what you're creating, that defies convention. Some of you may have freedom of location with this business or project, and you will move around and travel. Like you will live a life that's slightly more nomadic, or where you can be kind of free spirited. I just see that sun. That sun is about to really shine on you. And that's the gossip in the spirit realm, is you have no idea how happy and successful and abundant you're about to be, and you're going to be with this project business. Okay, you have cycles of change. Look, there could be some healing you need to do or have done with the maternal line, right? We have cycles of change, illuminating boundaries, new beginnings, and you could have had to heal your inner feminine as well to be in a space of receptivity, right? Because a lot of this, you're like the conduit, you're the vessel. You may have also needed to, or be guided to, clean up, for example, like your lifestyle or the things you're absorbing, because I'm hearing the channel and the vessel has to be clear in terms of your vibration, in terms of the ideas you're receiving, to be able to bring this in. And you have violet flame, yeah. Transmuting, breaking addictions, nervous system. Again, your body and your mind is very sensitive. And so there's a need to be really conscious of what you allow into your life, what you're consuming, what you're watching, who you're listening to. I do feel for this group like there's some sort of generational patterns that you're breaking. And it could be generational patterns in the maternal line. For some of you, you don't, or you're not operating in a way that, for example, maternal figures in your life, what their lives look like, right? There could be something unconventional or out of left field comparatively, and that's the energy coming through. But that's exactly what you were here to do. Look, you have another eagle, taking risks. Yeah, it's like you're going to take this leap with your creativity. For some of, I'm hearing creativity and self-expression, could be communication based, but I just feel like this sense of like you're ready to soar. I'm also feeling as though you've healed that self-talk or any limiting beliefs so that you can take action. But with Smokey Quartz here and transmuting and violet flame, you've had to transmute a lot of denser energies in your bloodline, like certain belief systems, limits, fear. And that could have, again, taken some time, or it was a real process to kind of get past that. Yeah, for this group, you're really magical. And with this group, you believe in the impossible. And that's why, like, you may kind of defy expectation, or if people kind of pegged you, like put you in a box and pegged you one way, it's like your life may be something completely different. And they may think like, I never saw that coming. There's something about you that's almost like, I'm getting like spontaneous, fun, joyful, like that divine, I'm thinking of the Fool card, ready to take that leap, like very, I don't know, like the way you live your life is in a lighter way, right? Where it's not so heavy or serious. You have no trouble really being yourself. Yeah, there's this authenticity that I feel is a part of your purpose and part of you inspiring others. But you've really had to break the mold or break the chains when it comes to your family. Because I'm just looking down and we have ancestral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage, boundaries. So again, you may resonate with being a black sheep. You may resonate with considering your family to be those who may not be biologically related to you. But I feel like you have healed, I'm hearing your bloodline, especially something about this maternal line. There's some sort of pattern or habit or pain that you've transmuted. But with boundaries as well, you may also need to set boundaries, I'm hearing, just with people that don't understand you, or because you're someone that expands and grows and can see that bigger picture. Not everyone is going to be on that wavelength, right? Like not everyone is going to be able to join you in that energy and on on that journey, right? So I feel as though there may be periods of time where you have to really set boundaries or be clear in terms of who and what you want to allow into your energy. And you also have Temple of Truth, Throat Chakra, Authenticity, Self-Expression, exactly. Your life purpose involves being authentically you and sharing that in the world. Some of you, again, your talents may involve some sort of communication or self-expression. It could be some of you are just going to live your life out loud and express your truths, right? Like on social media, or you could create something that really gives voice to some of these beliefs and ideas you have. Yeah, I'm hearing you can't be bound. Like you may have looked at the way other people lived, especially in your bloodline or even in your community when you were growing up, and just been like, no, like I can't live like that. I'm not cut out for that life. You know, there's something different waiting for me. That's what I'm getting. Like, I just keep hearing you broke the mold, or you're in the process of breaking the mold, and it's opening up and expanding all these potentials for you. For some of you as well, Spirit is saying you have the potential to, I feel this group is very, or multi-talented, multifaceted, and Spirit is saying like, don't be afraid to have multiple streams of income. Like, yeah, build the foundation, focus on the idea or the stream of income that calls to you the most, but what you may not be seeing in the gossip about you is that there could be multiple streams of income that flow from that one idea, because I get the feeling it's going to either blow up or be much bigger than you think it is. It's like being on social media, right? And then having an offer to start your own podcast, and then that does really well, and then you write a book. It's like that type. And again, these are specific examples. It doesn't have to resonate, but that's what I'm seeing, like a ripple effect, a flow-on effect. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, Group 2. So the gossip about you in the spirit realm is you're about to do a 180, right? Or you are coming out, I'm hearing, transformed. I feel for some of you, there was potentially a connection, the ending of a relationship. For a minority of you, it could have even been the breakdown of a marriage, but I'm hearing like there was some sort of ending in a connection which triggered your transformation, which led you to completely shift yourself, but it completely changed your self-perception, but in a good way. It's like, do you know when say we have something end and at first we're in this energy with the Five of Cups, or temporarily we may feel worse about ourselves, or, why did they leave, or what happened? But then it's like through the healing process, we have to really dig deep and truly get to know ourselves and love ourselves on all those levels. It's like this person was like a catalyst. And I feel like you're reaching a point, or you're about to realize, oh, they were never for me. Like, look at what's waiting for me. For some of you, the gossip about you is you're about to come into union. And again, this is where it resonates, where you want that and you're desiring that. That's a potential here. But, it's not like the old energy. It's a new energy, because they're showing me like something ending, and it's like it triggers healing, but it's like that. It's almost like you're connecting the dots, where it's looking back and thinking, okay, had I not met that person and gone through this healing process, I would not have been ready or capable of that level of unconditional love, that level of vibration of connection. It's like realizing it was preparation or stepping stones. That's what I'm getting. I'm also with paradigm shift. It's making me think, I'm seeing like in the mind, like a box, right? And it's like you've broken out of that box of limitations or ideas about yourself that kind of kept you bound, that weren't congruent with who you really are as well. So it's like you've broken through this process in self-examination. It's like you've gotten really clear on who you are at a core level, and it's helped you to release and shed people and situations that aren't aligned. And because you've done that, it's like now you can receive what the people and situations that are aligned to you. For this group, you definitely have this kind of, it's different. It's making me think of like soul family, or finding your community, right? Or for some of you, finding this divine partnership where it's like beautifully balanced. I'm hearing counterparts, but you know, we can meet soulmates at all different levels of consciousness. This is like a very high level soulmate, or this person has a very high level of consciousness. They've done a lot of healing work, introspection. For others of you as well, your abundance is about to really increase as well, because it's like they're showing me someone that felt some way about themselves, right? Like, and not maybe like a sense of lack, or there could have been a wound here around self-worth. And again, it could have been stemming from some sort of breakdown of something that happened here. But it's like, can you see how her eyes are golden? It's like now you see the gold in who you are, because they're showing me someone that walks around like this and then they realize, hang on, like I'm spiritual royalty. I'm that queen, I'm that king, and they're putting their crown back on. And it's like, because you're embodying such a high level of self-love, self-worth, and look at the confidence, right? It's like, you're not going to compromise any aspect of yourself. You're not going to hide. You're fully anchored in your truth and your divinity. Yeah, I'm getting star energy as well. And it's like, that's what's creating and drawing forth like all these blessings, because it's not, for this group, it's not just connection, although there's a lot of blessings around connection. Some of you had to learn boundaries as well, and learn what, like in terms of red flags, what to look for and who are your true soulmates. So some of you could have been dealing with like a karmic connection where there was a soul bond, but it was it could have been toxic, or there could have just been an energy that didn't really serve you. But again, it did serve you because it helped you grow, and it helped you, I just heard, shed old skin. And it's like you're emerging as this new version of yourself. And because you've done a 180 in regards to your self-concept, your life is about to do a 180. Your finances especially, I keep hearing, are going to increase. So the gossip about you is like, you have, number one, reclaimed your power. Because you've reclaimed your power as well, your manifestation abilities are much greater. And because you're not hiding or compromising yourself in any way, like I feel this Queen of Swords, you know how to assert yourself, you know what you're willing to accept, how you want to be treated, what serves you, what doesn't. It's creating a very clear signal for people around you. It's like in the past, perhaps, you know, a divine union or soul family were not able to find you because everything's a matter of timing as well. So it was an element of divine timing, but now your signal is so clear in regards to your authenticity and your power that the right people can see you very clearly, right? And resonate with that energy. But I do feel like there were energies you had to lay to rest with the 10 of Wands. And again, I'm hearing the external world or something that ended may have affected how you felt about yourself. Some of you, when I say spiritual royalty, some of you have had awakenings around your star origins. Some of you may have had realizations like, oh, I am a star seed. This, you know, I've had incarnations in this dimension. You may have a lot of memories that have come forth that have they have granted you more clarity in terms of who you really are, why you're here. I don't know. I just feel like this really strong knowing within you. Like there's no doubt, right? If you've struggled with any type of low self-esteem or self-doubt in the past, that's definitely a thing in the past. Like that's not the energy you're in now at all. And I feel like I just heard as well, the gossip about you is you're only accepting the best. You're not going to lower your standards. You're not going to compromise. And this pattern as well could have just been like, it doesn't have to be the full extent of people pleasing, but it could have been watering down your needs or who you are to make other people more comfortable. But I see you're almost in this really, not rebellious, but this powerful, like, this is who I am, take it or leave it. Like, just really solid within yourself. But that's what manifests really beautiful, solid connections. And I feel for some of you, when you're going through this process, you may have not been as open or receptive to other people. Like you may have had really strong boundaries where it was almost like a fortress, but you may have needed that while you're going through this process. So the other gossip about you is it's like you may be kind of letting your walls down, letting more people in, the right people, the people that feel good to you, that are aligned. And it's like that could be triggering positive effects as well, because you're creating room for these connections. You also have here share space. telepathy, co-creation, communing, honoring. Your co-creative abilities and manifestation abilities are at the next level. Like your ability, your capacity to draw things in. You're also very magnetic because you're radiating such love, self-love. It's like people are really drawn to you. People feel really safe around you because you're showing and sharing all of who you are. They feel like they can completely be themselves around you. Some of you have really embraced, I just heard, like your body, your beauty, self-care, but not in a way of like conforming to external beauty standards. It's more like recognizing the grace and the beauty of who you've always been. It's making me think of the movie on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on there, but it's Napoli Ever After. It's based on a book, but that's what I'm getting. Like you could be embracing more of your natural features or dressing in a way that feels really beautiful and comfortable for you, like really nourishing. It's like validating yourself completely from the inside out. That's what I'm getting. Key to your freedom. Yeah, you set yourself free. Someone may have done something or felt like, you know, they could have felt like, oh, I'm going to be stuck in this, or how, because I'm getting like this could have been an ending that was quite painful, right? And it was painful, I'm hearing, because it triggered certain questions or wounds around self-worth, right? And inner value. But it was also the biggest blessing because it's what, number one, is enabling you to align to new connections that are really suited to you, but it triggered this healing process. We have healed inner child, create inner safety, self-kindness. Some of you are just learning, some of you may literally reparent yourselves, or you have done so, but it's like you've learned how to give unconditional love to self, right? And that's a powerful frequency, and it's also really rare. Yeah. You're also embracing your talents. You're not afraid to express your talents. Creativity, self-expression, life is your canvas. And you're not afraid to speak up. If you had any trouble in the past communicating your needs, expressing yourself, you could have had some block around the throat chakra, not anymore. Your voice is really, really powerful. And you're not afraid as well to like start new things. There's definitely like this openness to change because you've changed so much. It's like you may be taking more risks in regards to your passions, your career, your creativity, your talent. And you have healed the healer. That's what you've done. Beautiful. Yeah. I'm seeing someone like fully embracing their inner child. Soul's Truth, Atlantis, Emerald Tablets. Yeah, when I think of emerald, because of the deep green, it makes me think of the heart chakra as well. So you may have had to really heal the heart, but it's like the energy you exude now is so beautiful. You may have a connection to ancient Atlantis and Egypt. This group, you're definitely star seeds. Like I'm hearing like Sirius, Pleiadian. But it's like your worth now is not determined by anything outside of you. It's determined by the soul, the essence. Yeah. And that's why your crown can't be kind of shaken. I just saw 1111 as well. Because the foundation is solid. It's not based on things that are transitory. It's not based on other people's or society's definition of beauty or what deserves love or what's acceptable and what's not. I see you embracing everything, the light and the darkness. This is really high level. You've done high level shadow work and inner child healing. You have release. Yeah. You've also learned like you can't actually lose anything that's meant for you. So it's like in the past, if loss or the ending of connections really threw you off balance or really affected you emotionally, it's like now you just let it go. Like you're kind of anchored in your own energy and your own frequency. It's like you set the frequency and the world is not imprinting on you anymore. Some of you may have really worked with mindfulness as well to really kind of be in that present moment and surrender and reclaim your energy. But yeah, with openness, the gossip about you as well is that you have a new beginning, right? There's a new life for you. And it's a new life that reflects the spiritual royalty that you've claimed within yourself. Because I'm hearing you were always royal. You always had this regal energy, but it's like at the next level. Like I'm getting, you may have a connection to like big cats. I'm seeing like lions, cheetahs, that type of energy, right? You could be a Leo, but I'm just getting like putting it's like you're really embracing these energies. And I just heard the sacred fire. Some of you could have fire in your birth chart, but there's just this sense of being really lit up and magnetic, and people just can't get enough of your energy. It's intoxicating. And again, that will attract, you know, good and bad people that you are aligned to and those you may need to set boundaries with, but you have that skill now. And it's like, because, you know, when you fall in love with yourself and then everyone falls in love with you, that's what I'm getting. And it could be in a platonic way. You may just have a lot of appreciation. It's like, as you keep pouring into yourself, like people may start complimenting you. They may really love, you know, how you're showing up. It's something about, I'm seeing someone like just showing off their natural beauty and essence inside out. We have soul star activation, fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. Yeah, it's like you have to remember who you are and fully embody that to call in or to bring in this soul tribe, soul family. But for you, you're definitely entering a period of connection. If you have had to do this inner work in solitude or had more time in solitude, I feel like now you may be coming out of that and you may be wanting to connect or reconnect with others. But it's like you're connecting in a brand new way. Like people that have known you for a long time may feel as though you're unrecognizable or that you've changed so much that they don't really know what's happened, but in a good way, right? Like these are positive changes. Star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home, soul family. Again, it's the knowledge of who you truly are, your soul, your star origins, your connection perhaps with star beings and your spirit team that is bringing in these blessings. And you have such a grounded energy because it's like you've seen through the illusion. There could be something happening. The gossip about you as well is you're really clairvoyant and quite psychic. You can also read people. It's like in the past, if people could kind of present one way, like, oh, I'm your soulmate. It's like now, like the karmic tests, the karmic soulmates, they can't get in. Like you can see them and spot them from a mile off. And also you don't need the lesson anymore, right? Like you've reached and attained a level of self-love that, you know, you don't really require those kinds of connections. It's like you're ready to meet those who are truly on your level. And again, these are souls. For some of you, this could relate to a union if that's what you're desiring. But for others of you with soul family, these are souls that you've incarnated with in other star systems. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 4. So the gossip about you in the spirit realm is you're manifesting a lot of money and abundance. I just heard as well, like money magic. So if some of you are working with, I don't know, subliminals or some sort of manifestation technique around finances and career, keep doing what you're doing because it's going to bring in a lot of abundance. I see tremendous amounts of wealth here. Potentially for some of you, like generational wealth with 10 of Pentacles. I'm hearing as well, notice the ideas you get with Page of Coins and Page of Cups. For some reason, I'm seeing them as downloads from Spirit. So you may be getting a lot of downloads or ideas from Spirit in regards to, I'm hearing what you can do, but I'm hearing part of this awakening for you is realizing how magical you actually are, like how many spiritual gifts you have, how much alchemy you can utilize. Like for some of you, you may have been not fully aware or fully appreciating the extent or the magnitude of your spiritual gifts. And it's like some of you could be working with something new. Like you could have tried a new manifestation technique, or there's something, new ideas you're implementing, new lifestyle practices or habits. But it's like creating this ripple effect in regards to the physical world in your life, but also what you now know you're capable of. For some of you, you may have had to cut through limiting beliefs. Like there's something about unlocking your wealth. Like I feel for this group in this incarnation, you were always meant to be abundant, be successful, but you could have had certain blocks or barriers mentally. For some of you, this is from past lives. This group, you definitely like magicians. I'm getting priestess energy, witch energy. Like you have a lot of magical incarnations behind you. You're an alchemist. And it's like you may be drawing, some of you are like reading the Akashic records, or you're kind of like jumping timelines, but I'm seeing you like jumping backwards, right? Like accessing past timelines, past lives, and kind of drawing them onto the current timeline. I don't know, there's something really magical and trippy about what's happening in your life right now. Like the potential for huge awakenings, especially around that third eye, like third eye chakra activations. Some of you may be working with light language. There's something you're listening to or implementing that is or is going to have a huge effect, right? Because it breaks down these barriers, and these could be limiting beliefs. Also, your definition of what is possible is about to be blown open. Like, we can be spiritual, right? But we can be spiritual, but we can still fall back into our human self, right? Or human conception, into logic. It's like how your life is about to unfold, or the things you're learning and experiencing. It's like you will never question your divinity and your magic again, because it's just so apparent. There's something you're really uncovering and discovering yourself as a light being, as a divine being. And you have here stepping stones. Take the next step, let go of the old paradigm. I feel like you have to break away from limiting beliefs or limitations of any type. Like, I feel like your mind now, it's like in your consciousness, the impossible is now possible. And that's what's creating, I'm hearing money magic, but potential for miracles as well, because you're not stuck in linear conceptions of, oh, I can only do this, or, oh, that'll be too hard, or I don't know. It's like you're seeing yourself and you're living as the divine self, as magic. You may be as well, the gossip about you is you may be blowing people's minds in regards to what you can do and the things you know. This group, your crown and your third eye are either being activated or they're already highly active. So you're able to like grasp certain concepts or ideas, or you just may know things. I don't know, like some of you can like astral travel, you jump in timelines, like you just have a lot of abilities that gives you a level of manifestational power that a lot of people can't access. So what they may deem like good luck or, you know, an accidental miracle, it's like you understand what's happened behind the scenes. Because in the past, with the 7 of Wands and 9 of Wands, you could have been trying to manifest things in the past. Like say you were trying to manifest more money or success in something, a breakthrough, but you kept hitting a wall and it felt like you were blocked. You may have realized, hang on, I'm not energetically in alignment. I have to, you know, heal my subconscious mind. I need to clear these limitations so I can bring this vision or bring this abundance to me. And it's like you've done that inner work, and now people may be like, oh, like all of a sudden they're so lucky. But it's not that you're lucky, it's that you're in alignment. And when you take inspired, you don't need to work as hard. Some of you could have cleared a belief like, I can only make money through a 9 to 5, or you know, I have to work so hard to attract abundance. You no longer believe that. And that's creating as well, like this effortless flow. And look, you have crown. Right to know, go beyond attachments, divine alignment. You may have had to shed a lot of like conventional beliefs or conditioning around who you are, what's possible for you, what holds value for you. I just see you opening your mind really wide. I also keep hearing for you, be open to new ideas and these downloads from spirit, because I feel like this abundance could come through something that spirit has guided you toward or into. It could be like a particular idea, business, project, or even like a method of manifestation and healing. I keep hearing that, like some of you are working with something new. And I'm feeling it in the sense of like manifestation rituals, subliminals. You could be listening to certain frequencies, especially ones that attract abundance. Look, you have heart opening, heightened sensitivity, unifying, high on love. You're also learning that the most powerful frequency is unconditional love, right? Unconditional love and joy. And it's like and I keep hearing you raise your vibration, and it's like now you're on this beautiful flow. Like I'm seeing a wave like carrying you, right? And again, that doesn't mean you don't take action, but it's like you only take inspired action. And I'm not seeing you work really hard for this money. Like I feel it could be like you're making money from something you really enjoy, so it doesn't particularly feel like hard work. There's like I keep getting an energy of the flow state. Like being able to kind of move with life, allowing life to help you and carry you. Some of you could have been like really independent as well, like go-getter energy, and you've learned to kind of invite spirit into your creative manifestation process. Look, you even have 44, 8, and 8. So you may be seeing 88, 888, but there is that sense like a lot of abundance is coming in for you. Some of you may have had a block around the heart chakra, and it's like as you open that heart space back up, you're just attracting so much abundance. Yeah, you have diamond heart. Diamond heart seed crystal, golden age wisdom, DNA activation, Lemuria, priestess awakening. Again, you have been a priestess, a magician, a witch. Some of you are shaman as well, but especially, I just keep hearing magic. And it's like believing in the impossible, being able to see futures and timelines that haven't occurred. And I just heard the gossip about you is you have your finger on the pulse. What you're sensing that's possible for your future is spot on. The ideas you're getting from spirit, spot on. And it's like you're in this process of just aligning to it. You know where you're going, you know what resonates for you, you know what's going to work for you. And now it's like you're just kind of allowing that wave to kind of carry you and taking inspired action when necessary. I feel like there's been some sort of opening or activation in your crown and your third eye, which has made it easier for you to open up to these energies or to accept and download ideas. For some of you, the activation in the crown and the third eye also is helping you tap into your Akashic records or receive information from the Akashic records. So that could as well have been part of this process of really opening to your divinity and what's possible for you. Yeah, you may have like a new sense of self as well. Like in the past, you may not have realized just how tapped in you were spiritually or just how magical you are. You may have dabbled with manifestation, but felt like, oh no, it doesn't work, or it didn't pan out the way you wanted. But it's like there's something about you having full confidence and faith in the divine. I'm also seeing Saint Germain, who's linked to this violet flame as well, but I think he was a master alchemist, right? He's really talented with manifestation. You may want to read about Saint Germain, or there could be like channeled books around that, but there's some sort of technique you're learning about manifestation. Yeah, and then you have flexibility. Yeah, like your mind has expanded. Your mind is so open that it creates these doorways or portals of opportunity for you because you're more open to exploring them or trying certain things. You could be really inspiring to others, or you will be, because of what you're able to attract and create. Like people may witness or watch you and just like to them it's miraculous, and some of you may manifest a miracle, or it may seem like a miracle, right? But it's like, you know what happened to trigger that. You know how you aligned with that energy, what the catalyst was. Yeah, flexibility and action. And remember I said about the wave carrying you, it's like you take inspired action, but you only do what spirit is prompting you to do. In the past, if you ever overextended yourself or kind of burnt yourself out, like trying to do things, create things, move things yourself, it's like you're learning the flow state as well. Some of you may be quite passionate or have a very passionate energy, but I'm hearing part of what helped you raise your vibration with the Eight of Cups could have been walking away from certain people or setting boundaries. Like some of these blocks as well could have been energies you were absorbing outside of yourself. And it's like now your energy's not, like I'm hearing now no one is intruding or imprinting on your energy field. It's like you're not even erasing it. It's like your vibration has lifted to a level where that energy or that darkness, that fear can't really touch you. You're not in alignment with it, right? Like it just kind of like either is transmuted as it enters your energy field, or it just kind of like, I'm seeing like water off a duck's back. And that's helping you as well anchor in these manifestations, because your energy field or your emotions aren't kind of oscillating so much, that you're quite steady in your energy. You have sort of like divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy. So the gossip about you in the spirit realm as well is that you may have cut a lot of people off and it was for your divine protection, because they weren't at this frequency, right? They weren't able to. You have a really strong connection, I'm hearing as well, with Archangel Michael. So you may call on Archangel Michael, or Archangel Michael may be kind of working on your behalf. You have a strong connection to Ascended Masters, because I already mentioned Saint Germain. You have a lot of spiritual prowess. You really embody like that magician, priestess, witch energy, that archetype. Mary Magdalene also popped into my mind. But there's a sense here of some of these breakthroughs are about I just heard not being in the wrong places or around the wrong people. You know, right and wrong is relative, but in the sense of people and situations that are not aligned to you. Because I do feel some people or energies you were surrounding yourself with could have been having an undesirable effect on your finances. It was lowering your vibration, or, you know, perhaps these are people that are very limited in their thought patterns. Look again, heart chakra opening. You have heart opening, heart chakra opening, Stargate heart, unlocking generosity. Again, you've unlocked something or broken through a particular barrier energetically, especially mentally, and it's like triggering the universe to flood abundance towards you, right? Or you're gifted like these ideas that generate tremendous amounts of abundance, but it's because of that inner work you did and the alignment that you've attained, yes, within yourself, but also with spirit. And it's like now I'm hearing these things can reach you because you are a vibrational match. And if you ever struggle with manifestation in the past, I think you're realizing that you were holding blocks or energies, either subconsciously, consciously, that weren't congruent. Like your vibration was not in alignment with what you were seeking. And it's like your experience now of life and creation is going to be so free flowing because you've broken through. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day.